According to reports, a database with more than 200 million Twitter's users' basics information was allegedly shared on a hacker forum earlier this week. Manisa Danabalan joins us live right now with the latest. Manisa, it's being said that this leak is similar to another one that happened in November that allegedly contained 400 million users' data.
That's right, Kelly. Reports say that this data seems similar to the data that was released on a hacker forum 2 months ago without some duplicates, shrinking the list.
The data circulating is said to contain affected users' email addresses and screen names. Richard Forno from the UMBC Center for Cybersecurity says it's dangerous for many Twitter users who are outside of North America and those who tweet anonymously.
If their email addresses can be linked to a Twitter account, that could then possibly be linked to a real person or a real person's email account, and therefore a real person. So it's I think it's dangerous for somebody who isn't anonymous, let's say an activist, a journalist, or a protester of some sort in a politically repressive country.
Some reports suggest that the data was obtained in 2021 before the company fixed a vulnerability in its systems last year. Reportedly, data was stolen from 5.4 million Twitter users due to an API vulnerability. Jamie Boot from Synopsys says it's layers of data that's being shared.
Attackers or leakers compiling existing leaks into new bundles of data, and they're re-releasing them. So this data has been around for a while. It may have been around in November, but what's new is that they're finding new caches of old data, new caches of old private details, and compiling them into this 200 million line leak.
And for those wondering if their data has been breached,
you can easily check it on haveibeenpwned.com. You put your email address in, it will tell you if that was in the corpus of data. Then the website will come back and it will tell you any data breaches you've been in that have been indexed by the service. So if you're in the Twitter breach, you'll see that. If you're in the Adobe data breach, you'll see that.
And if your information has been compromised,
you should go ahead and change your username and password, enable two-factor authentication. Whenever you try to sign in, you get a text message saying, is this you trying to sign in? And change your passwords. So basic digital hygiene here.
Forno adds that it's best to consider changing that email address if you're using it for other accounts like banks. He says everything that's been going on with Twitter is concerning, but the options for other platforms is limited.
The drama around Twitter in recent months, the number of firings of staff, the fact that there's no PR department that can issue statements and respond to journalists about incidents like this, I think is a huge concern.
And I think the thing that we're finding a little bit stunning at the moment is just complete silence from Twitter. There's been no statement from them. There's been no response to journalists. They don't seem to be advising people or giving any advice whatsoever. So that's a bit disappointing.
This all comes as Ireland's Data Protection Commission and the U.S. Federal Trade Commission are investigating Twitter, which could result in fines. And experts are also urging users to enable two-factor authentication on the platform and take those other steps to protect their accounts. Kelly?